What is up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is CringeyJesse, and this is another F124 video. Um, we're at Mexico City, and honestly, championship hopes were never alive until my race engineer said something about it right before the start of the Texas Grand Prix. So, they were alive for 20 laps? Was the last race 20 laps? I don't know. But this video will be a lot shorter because the last video did not mess up. Looking at trophies, did not finish Monaco. That's the only one we did not finish, but we got trophy just about everywhere else. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 podiums, with 5 of them being first place. So at the end of the day, it's still a great and wonderful rookie season as we sit P3 right now with a little bit of a decent lead. Let me mute my phone, didn't realize it was not unmuted. With a little bit of a decent lead over Charles Leclerc, but anything can happen. I can still drop out of the top 3, and there's a chance I can get up to P2. So we can't win it, but hopefully we can get P2, as well as moving up with Haas. We are sitting P6 at the moment in constructors, but maybe there's a chance we can get P5 before the end of the season. And we've only got 5 more races: Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. So a lot to go there, but right now we're here at Mexico, and I will see you at qualifying. And here we are in qualifying Q1, last lap of the thing, as we go below our time from earlier, but we come across the line, and I do believe our original time was still good enough for Q2, as it is a P9 finish. So yes, we are off to Q2, and as we go into Q2, it's the end of it. We are doing way better than our first lap, sitting P12 and pulling Kevin Magnussen with us. Hopefully we'll both make it into Q3 as I go a second faster, which is only good enough for P11, and unfortunately even Kevin Magnussen didn't make it into Q3.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Stroll, Sainz, Hamilton, Norris, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Jester, Magnussen, Ocon, Albon, Sonoda, Russell, Ricciardo, Bottas, Sargent, and Zhou Guanyu. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here we are at the start of the Mexican Grand Prix, waiting for all 5 red lights to go away. As they do, we take off P11 with Piastri and Norris in front of us, and Kevin Magnussen coming up in between me and Piastri. So it's looking like it'd be 3 wide if I stayed here, but we all know that I'm one of the best divers in the game, so I don't have to stay by them. In fact, I get in front of Norris and almost beside Gasly, and in the next turn just right up in front of Gasly, and I believe it was Leclerc that was next to him. So now Leclerc is behind me, Sainz and Hamilton in front of me. Coming down to turn number 4, take the inside, and Sainz and Hamilton now behind me, says I am side by side with Fernando Alonso, and that's going to be another easy position for me. I think he bumps me here, go a little wide, but it's okay, because now I'm P4 with Lance Stroll in front of me, and there's no way Lance Stroll holds on to a podium spot at all. As we skip up to lap number 7, where I finally get into some DRS range of Stroll and Perez as they're fighting for P2, which is still something weird to see. Lance Stroll fighting for P2, as he will take P2, as I tried to come out of that corner faster than what I did to get in front of both of them, but now I'm just going to sit here and try to get into P3 behind Lance Stroll, because as I said before, there's no way Lance Stroll holds on to it. So hopefully we will be P2 before we know it. Skipping up to lap 9, there's no chance of us getting P2, as only a couple of laps later, Lance Stroll is now 4 seconds ahead of us, and Perez has decided he's going to go ahead and take P3 right back away from us. Moving on to not even a whole nother lap. We got into the next DRS range, And Lewis Hamilton's like, yeah, we're going to take P4 as well. So I've fallen 2 spots here on lap 9. As we skip to lap number 11, it's Alonso now who says, you know what, I want P5. And it's like, I know, I don't want to give it to you, I want you to fight for it. So obviously, down into turn 1, we go somewhat side by side, and then turn 2, and then turn 3, and we are still side by side, but he does have the DRS, and my ERS is very low. So I kind of want to charge it up so I don't fight him here into turn 5, and then Sainz is going to take advantage of that as well, but we come back up around the outside here on Sainz, and then down, still side by side. Oh, jeez, there's a lot of fighting in this race here, just for and not to be for good spots in my opinion. However, we started P11, and here on lap 11 we are sitting P6 as we do stay in front of Sainz. However, on the end of lap 11, I'm a little slow at the end, so Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz are going to take their shot at getting around me, and it works just well. But I will have DRS on the 2 in front of me. Gasly and Magnussen behind me, as my ERS is just a blaring to trying to get around Charles Leclerc here in the first turn, but I think he keeps it there, so it's somewhat side by side, and then, you know, you got to shut that window. So window is shut, and now it's Carlos Sainz ahead of me, P6, a little over a second, but there's no catching him as we go into the pit lanes. 2.5 second pit stop as we come out P14 behind Alonso and in front of Lando Norris. So we love to see that. Hopefully the undercut works as we come around to see how well it does work. We sit here and get past all these pit laners. And Sainz back up in front of Sainz, so P6 it is for us at the moment. And then we skip to lap 16 where it's Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris behind us with DRS. And it's going to be Sainz to get in front of us for P5. Not exactly sure where I skipped a whole position, because we were P6 in front of Sainz, and now we're P5. Now we're P6 behind Sainz on the last lap with a couple of more turns to go, trying to get in front of him, and I bumped his tire just a little. I wasn't even trying to bump his tire, and I know bumping of his tire definitely helped us get into P5, which is where we will finish because Sainz can't catch us after that. So I do apologize, Carlos. That was not the goal there, but you know, it is what it is. P5. We're gonna take that home and enjoy the points. Yes.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, we kind of did Carlos Sainz a little dirty there at the end of the race, but we did secure P5. Starting on the grid at P11, ending in P5. There was a time he was in P3, but the fact that Lance Stroll finished in P2 is wild. 100% wild. Max Verstappen wins yet another Formula One race this calendar season with the fastest lap as well. Lance Stroll getting P2, Fernando Alonso getting P3. So that's really good for the Aston Martin team getting up there. Really bad for us because I do believe they were the team that we were trying to catch up to. And then they just got double points, so now they most definitely moved way further ahead of us. Lewis Hamilton getting P4, we got P5, Carlos Sainz P6, Esteban Ocon all the way up to P7, Lando Norris P8, Oscar Piastri P9, and Kevin Magnussen finishing in the top 10. He is going to help Haas get double points again. Moving on to the driver standings, our championship winner already is Max Verstappen, who won this race. He leads by 143 points over Fernando Alonso, who came in P3 doing his best to secure P2. And then Alonso literally only 20 points ahead of us as we sit in P3 with 234 points. So, yeah, we are definitely trying to at least stay in the top 3 in our rookie season. That would be really, really nice. I know we got Qatar coming up at some point, Las Vegas coming up. Those are both really fast tracks like Mexico. So I don't, I mean, we got P5, so I don't know. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Charles Leclerc P4, Carlos Sainz P5, Lewis Hamilton P6, Lando Norris jumps over George Russell this week for P7, and George Russell drops down to P8. Sergio Perez holds on to P9 for the moment, and Oscar Piastri in P10. After that, you have Lance Stroll, Alexander Albon, Esteban Ocon, Kevin Magnussen dropping down to P14, but now with 18 points on the season. Daniel Ricciardo P15, Pierre Gasly P16, them two both tied with 10 points. Who's going to win the number 15 spot? Yuki Tsunoda with 9, Zhou Guanyu with 7, Valtteri Bottas P19 with 6 points, and Logan Sargent in last place with 0 points. It's got to be embarrassing to be the only one not scoring points. Moving on to the constructors, Red Bull on top. I don't know if they've won that yet. I'm almost positive that they've definitely won that. It just has not been announced. Ferrari in P2, Mercedes in P3. Aston Martin does move up to P4. By a lot, actually. McLaren P5 with 276, Haas in P6 with 252. So there's still a chance that we can get into the top 5, and that is the goal. I would like to say, where's the race? There we go. Let's see, I scored 10, Kevin scores 1, Oscar scores 2. Yeah, we definitely beat a McLaren today, so if we can keep that up, we should be able to get top 5. Williams in P7 with 38, Alpine with 30, Visa Cash App with 19, Kick Sauber with 13. Experience, racecraft, awareness, pace, and focus. They all move up. We're still in 84, but 85 coming soon. That didn't sound good. Recognition back up to 55%. We still only have 4% increased bonus. So 3 simultaneous upgrades. Sorry, I don't know why English isn't Englishing right now, but English isn't Englishing right now, and hopefully it'll get better. Even though it's near the end of the video, so it doesn't really matter. Years with team 1.18, current contract 2.81, academy choice 0, don't know why, and secret meeting bonuses 0, probably because I never move forward with them. Level 2 power unit relationship, I think is what it's called. How is wind tunnel not a 4, bro? That literally looked like it hit that mark. And that is the end of the Mexican week. We're moving on to Sao Paulo, down in Brazil. I mean, oh shoot, our stuff has come in. Okay, so we have aerodynamics that we need to save. There's 4 parts at risk, and durability that needs to be saved. And there's 11 parts at risk. Ew, that's probably going to cost... I don't know if that's going to cost a lot, actually. I wonder if that one's going to be at risk after we get it. Anyway. Well, there's one for 305. A lot of these are like 360. 140, 244. So, like, there's at least one row of, like, right in the hundreds. There's one for 93. And then the aerodynamics, 200. Ew. So, yeah, I mean... I think it's possible. I'm definitely not buying any more parts for the end of the season. I'm just going to try to get these out of the way for that one. So there's that. But yeah, not a lot to say as we, the driver standings. Max has already won. We're fighting for P2. I'm sure Red Bull has already won the Constructors. So, you know, there's going to be people fighting for P2, P3, P4. We're fighting for P5. We're fighting for P5. I don't think we're going to get P4. It's possible, but with the way Aston Martin just raced here in Mexico, I find that, that's crazy. The fact that Lance Stroll, who's not even in the top 10 of the drivers, finished in second place at Mexico is wild. Absolutely wild. But yeah, that's the end of the Mexican Grand Prix. We're moving on to Sao Paulo. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you can't wait for the next video, hit that subscribe button. Those two buttons, like I've said before, literally just boost my confidence in making the videos that I already enjoy making because I'm really enjoying this game. Today, Wednesday, July 10th. I know you're not going to see this video on Wednesday, July 10th, but today is Wednesday, July 10th. So that means we only have three more. No. Oh, shoot. Because it comes out on a Tuesday. F1 Manager 24 comes out on a Tuesday, the Friday after college football. The game comes out. I don't know if I'm going to put college football up here, just because that's a lot you got to cut out to do one of those. I feel like I do have something else in mind. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. I do have something in mind for that, but I'm not going to make promises just because that's a whole kind of different video that I would be experimenting with. And I feel like that's going to take a lot of planning, but I do have it in mind. If you have any interest in Baldur's Gate, I would say keep an eye out for it, but don't be disappointed because we are doing F124 and F1 Manager 24 100% for sure, without a doubt. But I would like to expand into some other things because I do have humor that I don't think I'm expressing that well on these games. But before I get this video going too long, because Lord knows I can talk, I should probably start a podcast. I don't know what it is you do outside of YouTube, but I really hope you enjoy your life doing so, and I will catch you next time.